The martial arts are a systematic tradition of combat practices used for a variety of reasons, such as self-defense, military and law enforcement applications, mental and spiritual development, entertainment, and the preservation of cultural heritage. It becomes apparent how deadly martial arts can be, especially considering that they were created for use in battle. There are more than 170 martial arts. You may have heard of some, such as karate and taekwondo, while others are rare or less popular. In this video, we are going to tell you about the top 10 most lethal martial arts. Number 10. Kung Fu. Particularly, Kung Fu refers to the Chinese martial arts, also called wush. In China, it refers to any study, learning, or practice that requires patience, energy, and time to complete. It is a spiritual dimension stemming from concentration and self-discipline, and a primarily unarmed mode of personal combat. Its prescribed stances and actions are based on keen observations of human skeletal and muscular anatomy and physiology, and it employs great muscular coordination. The various movements in Kung Fu, most of which are imitations of the fighting styles of animals, are initiated from one of 5 basic foot positions: normal upright posture, and the 4 stances called the dragon, frog, horse riding, and snake. There are many styles of Kung Fu, but they all have the same goal: to strike your enemy with lightning speed and preventable power, and that is what makes it one of the deadliest martial arts in the world. Number 9. Judo. Judo is a system of unarmed combat, modern Japanese martial art, and an Olympic sport. It's an eclectic martial art, distinguishing itself from its predecessors. Alongside its removal of striking and weapon training elements, the objective of competitive judo is to throw an opponent, immobilize them with a pin, or force an opponent to submit with a joint lock or a choke. Judo's philosophy revolves around 2 primary principles: maximum efficient use of energy and mutual welfare and benefit. Most people train in judo for self-defense. Judo is incredibly dangerous if you use it as a street fighter. Judo can literally break bones and ribs due to gravity and technique. Imagine hitting an uchi-mata and landing on your opponent in their ribs. It is seriously deadly, right? The good thing about judo is that even if your opponent is a skilled striker, you can take on them easily. Overall, judo is a fantastic form of self-defense. Number 8. Karate. Karate is a Japanese martial art that uses all parts of the body for self-defense. Karate incorporates the whole body during the fighting. Punching, kicking, elbows, throws, and open-handed knife strikes are all staples of the form, and Kyokushin Karate allows blows with full force and fighters carry no protection. Karate is different from other deadliest martial arts on this list, mostly because it truly focuses on the mind as much as the body. With a focused mind and a fully trained body, karate can easily become one of the deadliest martial arts in the world. Karate in a generic way to refer to all striking-based Asian martial arts. Number 7. Taekwondo. Taekwondo is a Korean martial art that originated in the 1940s by combining different skills that were practiced at the time. Taekwondo is a striking skill characterized by attractive foot techniques and speed. Today, Taekwondo is considered one of the most popular martial arts and sports, and the number of practitioners in the world is estimated at more than 100 million. The emphasis of Taekwondo is on kicking. As the longest, strongest limb, fighters realized that using legs in combat gave them an edge over other fighting styles that focus on punching. The devastating power of a Taekwondo kick can drop opponents in seconds, and that is the main reason why it is on our list of deadliest martial arts in the world. Hey! Before moving further, please subscribe to our channel and click on the notification icon so you'll get notified when we upload our next video. Number 6. Kickboxing. Kickboxing is a group of stand-up combat sports and a form of boxing based on kicking and punching. The combat takes place in a boxing ring, normally with boxing gloves, mouthguards, shorts, and bare feet to favor the use of kicks. Kickboxing is practiced for self-defense, general fitness, or for competition. Kickboxing techniques as allowed in international kickboxing competitions include punching, kicking, knees, and limited clinching. Some of the kickboxing techniques for beginners include standard jab cross punches, roundhouse kicks, and straight knees. Besides seeing fitness improvements, Kickboxing benefits can also be mental or psychological. Kickboxing is an intensive exercise that triggers positive feelings because of endorphin secretion within the brain and nervous system after working out. This helps in stress management, helping to relax and improving sleep quality. Number 5. MMA. Mixed martial arts, sometimes referred to as cage fighting, no holds barred, and ultimate fighting, and originally referred to as Judo, is a full-contact combat sport based on striking, grappling, and ground fighting, incorporating techniques from various combat sports from around the world. MMA improves the body's cardiovascular health, increases muscle strength, teaches discipline, improves coordination and balance, and builds self-confidence in participants. However, that doesn't mean this sport is risk-free. MMA is a dangerous sport. Fighters often risk traumatic brain injuries, spinal cord injuries, cuts and fractures when participating in this sport. However, fighters can reduce these risks with the right training, the proper gear, and by taking care of their health. Number 4. Boxing. Boxing is a combat sport in which two people, usually wearing protective gloves and other protective equipment, such as hand wraps and mouth guards, throw punches at each other for a predetermined amount of time in a boxing ring. The main purpose of boxing is to land severe blows to the head or body of an opponent, thereby incapacitating or knocking him/her out. Statistically, boxing ranks only 11th among dangerous sports in terms of injuries and fatalities, below mountaineering, motor racing, horse racing, eventing, rugby, and even swimming. Number 3. BJJ. Brazilian Jiu-jitsu is a self-defense martial art and combat sport based on grappling, ground fighting, knee waza, and submission holds. BJJ focuses on the skill of taking an opponent to the ground, controlling one's opponent, gaining a dominant position, and using a number of techniques to force them into submission via joint locks or chokeholds. BJJ revolves around the concept, taken from traditional Japanese jiu-jitsu, that a smaller, weaker person can successfully defend themselves against a bigger, stronger, heavier opponent by using leverage and weight distribution, taking the fight to the ground, and using several holds and submissions to defeat them. BJJ training can be used for sport grappling and self-defense situations. Number 2. Muay Thai. Muay Thai, sometimes referred to as Thai boxing, is a combat sport that uses stand-up striking along with various clinching techniques. This discipline is known as the art of 8 limbs, as it is characterized by the combined use of fists, elbows, knees, and shins. Formal Muay Thai techniques are divided into 2 groups: major techniques and minor techniques. Muay Thai is often a fighting art of attrition, where opponents exchange blows with one another. Thai style of exchanging blow for blow is no longer favorable. Almost all techniques in Muay Thai use the entire body movement, rotating the hip with each kick, punch, elbow, and block. Number 1. Krav Maga. It is an Israeli martial art, developed for the Israel Defense Forces. It is known for its focus on real-world situations and its extreme efficiency. Like most martial arts, Krav Maga encourages students to avoid physical confrontation. The original concept of Krav Maga was to take the most effective and practical techniques of other fighting styles and make them rapidly teachable to conscripted soldiers. It has a philosophy emphasizing aggression and simultaneous defensive and offensive maneuvers. Closely related variations have been developed and adopted by Israeli law enforcement and intelligence organizations. Additionally, there are 2 forms of Krav Maga, with one type adapted for Israeli security forces and the other type adapted for civilian use. Please let us know in comments, which one did you like the most? Please leave a like and subscribe to Martial Arts Education for more interesting videos like this. Thanks for watching.